Welcome to my video. Today I'll be talking to you about a trick, a tip if you want, about using just a simple compressor to make sure that your tracks are clearer and punchier. For example, if you have recorded a lead vocal, you introduced some plugins like reverb, slapback delay. Sometimes, even if you put the levels up, the lyrics are hard to understand because of the effects. So using this technique, you'll be able to bring out the raw track out of the effects so that you can hear the words better. And also, if you introduce this technique to a bass track, you'll have a warmer bottom end that it doesn't sound muddy. And also, if you introduce this procedure to any other tracks, like for example, a drum track, it brings your drum kit alive. In 1960, some sound producers, engineers if you want, from New York wanted to achieve that. So they started to play around with a compressor, and they found out that if they put a compressor in parallel with the track, it actually creates what they were looking for. We call this a parallel compressor, and some call it the New York compressor. My name is Sylvain Rochon from homestudiologic.com, and I'm here to help you. Let's move on to Logic, and I'll show you what it does. All right, so we are in Logic. I'm just going to put my headphones. This is a song I wrote, and well, actually it's the same song that I demonstrated on my previous video, the static mix feature. But now the plugins are in place. So first, I'm going to show you what it does to the lead vocal. So right here, I've got my lead vocal, and bus number 57 is the parallel compressor. Now, the parallel compressor, it consists of just a simple compressor. You can choose whatever compressor you want. I like to use the 1176. So the trick is that you want to have a fast attack, a fast release, and you want the ratio to be above 8. So 8, 12, or 20. And you want to compress hard. So that's the trick. Then you can raise your level of your send to where you like it. So I'm just going to turn it down. I'm just going to turn it off. And then we'll put it back on. I'm going to go to the first chorus. The first note, not chorus, but the first verse. Just going to lower down the volume right here so you don't get your ears blasted off. So there you go. Let's press play. So the parallel compressor is not on right now.
He roams around into the streets to the sound of his heartbeat. The lonely wolf is howling.
So do you notice that, yes, I've got room reverb, I've got a large reverb, I've got slapback delay on that voice, and the lyrics are kind of buried into the effects. So I'm going to start it again at the same place, then I'm going to turn on the parallel compression, and you can, it's subtle, but you can instantly hear that the vocals are clearer. It brings them back. So let's go.
He roams around into the streets
I'm turning it on.
to the sound of his heartbeat. The lonely wolf.
Do you hear that the vocals are, you can better hear the lyrics.
He
Let's do it again. Turn it off. Back to the same position.
He roams around into the streets
I'm going to turn it on.
to the sound of his heartbeat. The lonely wolf is howling.
All right. So that's for vocals. You can actually use it on background vocals. You can use it on harmonies. Technically, you can use it on anything. Like I've got it also on my rhythm guitar. So let's put it on the rhythm guitar. And I'm going to just go back here. So when you hear the guitar come in, the parallel compressor is not on right now. I'll turn it on when it's there.
The lonely wolf is howling.
I'm turning it on.
Hearing his heart just aching and crying.
It's very subtle. So let's solo that track and do it again. So I'm going to turn it off. Do you hear that the bottom end just came alive just a tiny bit? So that makes that guitar full. Now let's do the same thing with the bass guitar. So the bass track is over here. So let's start from here. Now the parallel compressor is not on.
He roams around into the streets
I'm going to turn it on.
to the sound of his heartbeat. The lonely
Off.
wolf is howling.
Back on.
Hearing his heart just aching and crying.
Do you hear what it does to the bass track? It makes that bass fuller, and it makes the bottom end not muddy, but very present. Let's do the same thing with the drums now. So it's off on the drums, but I'm going to turn it on after it started playing.
He roams around into the streets
I'm turning it on.
to the sound of his heartbeat. The lonely
Back off.
wolf is howling.
Back on.
Hearing his heart just aching and crying. Just set him free. It's of no need.
And you can do the same thing on a guitar solo. I've got it on this guitar solo right here. Just let me track which one. It's the solo right here. That's the solo. And this is the parallel compressor. So I'm going to start the solo, then I'll turn it on. Turn it on. Back off. Back on. I hope this trick will help you get a better sounding mix. Parallel compression, I also tried it while doing a master, and I was pretty amazed with the result. It actually gave me more punch in the bottom end without creating mud, and that was very interesting to me. If you like content like this, I'm going to be doing videos on a regular basis covering different things about mixing And if you're interested to follow me, well, if you like the video, just give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Also, you can go on my website, homestudiologic.com/8-step mix. That will give you access to my mixing guide, which I've got 8 steps. Until then, I wish you a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.